Hello, it's me again, Illy Millie, and I'm back with some bonus videos. So each week, or just about each week, I do zodiac videos for each of the 12 zodiac signs. And then after I do those videos, I do bonus videos based on usually I do the three highest signs, or I'm sorry, the highest view signs. But this week it was a three-way tie for third, so I'm only doing two. So we've got the Aries and Pisces bonus videos coming up, starting with Aries. What's going on in the life of Aries? Oh. Whoa, that's kind of a lot. Boy, what is going on, Aries? Set those aside. I guess we'll just go with it. Got two piles here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot, which is Cancer. So you might be dealing with a Cancer, something that happened in Cancer season, or it's just a journey ahead and you're looking to get some clarity on the road before you. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Swords futility, and Five of Swords defeat. So I'm seeing that you'll really benefit from dropping a situation. You will get so much more if you just let go completely. We've got one pile to start. It has the Two of Wands at the top of it. So this could be dealing with a living situation that you're in right now. We've got some face down cards here, most face down cards. And underneath them, we have the 10 of Discs, Wealth, and the Queen of Swords. So it might take a lot of work and it might take a lot of sacrifice, but I do see things paying off. Now, if this is to do with your living situation, you might be contemplating moving in with someone or already living with someone. If you live alone, but maybe that situation might change, or you're kind of debating if that's really what you want, I would say that that's what this would be about. So let's just see what's blocking you from getting this 10 of Swords and becoming the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords. Wow. I think I said both of those wrong. What is blocking you from the 10 of Discs and the Queen of Swords being in your most fruitful times and also being your most a guarded but secure version of yourself? We have the Five of Discs, worry. You're worried about money. You're worried you don't have enough. You're worried about your finances. Two of Discs, change. You're waiting for it to change. You're waiting for that situation to change. The Tower. It's all going to change, and maybe not in the best ways. You're kind of waiting for it all to fall down, and fall it will, Aries, unfortunately to say. Three of Cups, abundance. You don't see what's coming. You don't see how your cup is going to overflow. Six of Wands, victory. You have yet to overcome a situation. The cup overfloweth, but you have to first overcome. So you don't even see how these things are going to work out. You don't see what is going to happen. You're having a hard time figuring out how to get from A to B because you don't see that it's actually moving from A to Z. You might be doing a little too much, for example, drinking, maybe some dishonesty in your relationships. I don't know, but the debauch card is not one to be proud of. We have the Knight of Swords, really hardworking, but are you putting in the effort? Are you putting in the work? Are you doing what you need to do to become what you need to become, Aries? Three of Wands, virtue. You're not staying true to who you are. You're not you're not letting yourself be guided by your own morals. You're kind of losing yourself to a situation and not aligning with yourself properly. 5 of Wands, strife. You feel like this situation's holding you back or holding you down. 8 of Discs, prudence. A lot like virtue. It's all about staying true to the self. So something that's stopping you from making your living situation better or not needing someone else in the situation is simply that you are not being true to yourself. So if you are walking on eggshells or you're contributing too much or whatever the case may be, you are not doing you enough to be able to succeed on your own. You are not being true to yourself or doing you enough to be able to succeed on your own. And that's okay. You will get there. It can be a hard lesson learned, but you're going to learn it. On the other pile, we are starting with the devil. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or this could be touching on some of those vices. We did have the 7 of Cups. So once more, drinking might present as a problem in recent times. The devil's also a dick. Quite frankly, look at that. So if you're not dealing with a Capricorn, you might be dealing with your vices. And the thing is, it's causing your world to fall apart. This devil energy, whether it's you or someone else's addiction that you're dealing with, or somebody is being possessive over you rather than you having a possessive nature, whatever you're dealing with is affecting the world around you, probably more than you realize. We have the 6 of success, so you can overcome the situation. Your finances shouldn't be taking a hit at this time. You seem to be doing okay in that department. However, the 3 of Swords being here is a little bit of heartbreak. There is some sorrow in the situation, whether that's coming from you or another person. When these things fall apart around you, you'll be okay, but it might hurt a little bit. We have the 5 of Cups, disappointment. It's all about perspective. So just make sure that you are in a good mindset, because the better mindset you have, the more meaningful your life will feel. And it's just like the basics of manifestation, really, when you think about it. It's just like, sure, you may be feeling disappointed, but maybe you need to change your perspective and realize why you're feeling disappointed. And this 8 of Wands, so swiftness, acting upon your emotions, moving quickly and with haste, okay? 6 of Cups, pleasure, so prioritizing the female pleasure, feminine pleasure. Aries, of course, being a fire sign, is more masculine element, so this could once more be about someone else. And the thing is, without telling someone how you feel, you'll never know how they feel. So you may be heartbroken about a situation, but you may have let yourself down. So this time around, you're not going to do that. You're going to go towards what you love and what brings you joy. We have the 7 of Wands, valor, facing things head on and doing things with great bravery. We have the Princess of Cups, going back to the perspective and shifting your perspective, learning to see things in a new way, learning to do things differently. We have the 4 of Discs, power. So having the things that you need the most in life, regardless of what they are, it can be represented by, work, home, family, money, or whatever the case is for you. Money, drugs, bitches, liquor, don't matter. We have the universe, things working out. And not only do we have the universe, but we also have the sun right after it. So this is things doubly working out in your favor. It's weird because it doesn't seem like this is really a reading about anything in particular. It's almost like the shifting of a balance. And it seems like the shift is going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And the Eon is here. So just remember that even on your best days, someone's going to be having a bad one. Remember that as you move forward, because people will judge you and they'll say, oh, look at this person feeling this way, expressing themselves. How dare they? Fuck them. What choice are you left with but to say, Forget it. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they're saying. I don't care what they're doing. Let them. We have the Prince of Cups, so it could signify a pregnancy or a child, but it can also be going back to that perspective and a reminder to not let these judgments get you down. Just a reminder to keep going regardless. Do not let someone else's opinion pull back on what your opinion is, especially of yourself. We have the Nine of Discs gain, so learning to work with these energies will benefit you. We have some face down cards, including the Magician, because it's a little discolored. That's how I know that's what it is. You're in your blockages. We have the Prince of Discs, an investment, the Emperor, that's you, and the Magician. So I'm getting a sense that maybe you're not sure what you want. You don't know which direction to go in. You've been trying to manifest something, but you're also trying to avoid investing in it. So you need to make a decision, make the investment, do what you got to do to bring the life you want into reality for you. Our future cards, we have the Hangman, and we have 3 cards in reverse here. We have the Hangman in reverse, with the blockages being the happiness in reverse and adjustment in reverse. So do not get used to not being happy. It would be a big mistake for you. You have to tell yourself that you are and will be happy, even if you're not, for the best results in happiness. You just have to fake it till you make it. Okay. And it might be time to make some good, solid investments, whether you're investing your time, your money, your energy, yourself into something. Make that change. Take those actions. Do those things. The Lovers, failure. Ooh, be careful though. Don't be investing everything you got if you ain't got much. All right. That's advice. Okay. Let's move on to the Pisces reading. What's going on in the world of Pisces? What's going on in the world of Pisces? What is going on in the world of Pisces? Just starting the Pisces reading now. Got the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, strength. Okay, with great strength comes great resilience. All right, Pisces. Doesn't seem like we're going to get too in-depth here. There's not too many cards came out. But if the strength card is at the bottom of the deck, I'm sensing that this might be a pretty hard time for you lately. It's taken all your might to try to get through a situation, and that situation is wearing on you, definitely. This is not to be taken lightly, but that's not to say that there's nothing you can do about it. So let's just get up and see what we got going on. We have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Discs here. So you're working hard to secure that bag, Pisces. You're working in overtime. You're doing the most. You are doing what you got to do. You are budgeting. You're cutting your spending, cutting people off if they are bringing you down in any way, shape, or form, because you are trying to get that bag. You want your finances on lockdown. You want to feel more stable. You don't want to have to fight against whatever this is fighting you anymore. You're done with that. We've got a lot of face down cards here. So one face down card, death, you're not quite committed to starting over. You're not quite ready for new. You're not quite ready for change. And that's okay. You don't necessarily have to be ready in order to get it. And that's just that. And the thing is, even if it's not ready, it might come to you as a surprise later when it finally is. And that doesn't mean that you'll be ready. It just means that it's time for a change. We have the Ace of Cups. So something about your perspective is in need of looking at. I'm guessing you're just not being as positive as you need to be, because seeing that Nine of Wands indicates that it's been very difficult for you and you're having a hard time with that kind of thing. We have the Princess of Wands and the Three of Discs works. You're once more trying to find your stability right now. But in order to find your stability financially or physically, you have to also put in that work emotionally and mentally. And it's going to be just as much finding your stability in those areas as it is finding your stability in the physical areas. Four of Swords, truce. You have come to terms with these things. Okay. You're gonna be okay. You'll be okay, even if you don't know how yet. We have the Six of Discs, success, so that's a good sign. We're seeing our finances looking up. However, we see the Ten of Swords, ruin. So no matter what you're doing, no matter how good things are going, you cannot stop the world around you from falling apart if it's going to fall apart. There's nothing that you can do to keep the things outside of you in your control. We have the Three of Cups, abundance. So the cup, let the cup runneth over. Fill yourself up and before you fill others up, but know that there's enough for everyone to be filled up. That's what this is really, truly about. And we have the Tower moment. Once again, trying to let go of control, not being able to hold on to things, not being able to fix things, not being able to make everything okay in the world around you. All you can do is focus on yourself. We have some face down cards. So what are our blockages here? We have the Five of Wands, strife. Emotionally stagnant. You're really not feeling it. You're really not all the way in it. It's not, life isn't giving you the butterflies that it normally does. And you know what? I would say blame winter, but that's just me. I'm having a hard time with the fact that it's still January, even if it is the last day. We have the Eight of Discs, prudence. So this is a call to you to come out of your own shell and express your truth and who you truly are. Okay. We have the Princess of Discs, great time to make an investment, whether it's in yourself or another person or a place or a thing. It doesn't matter. Now is a good time to invest, whether it's time, energy, money, or whatever kind of physical offerings that you may have to this thing. But with the Eight of Discs here, I would say it's time to invest in yourself. It's time to invest in what you want. It's time to put in the work, put in the time, put in the effort to the things that will provide for you. We have the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So you are a water sign, so we like to see the Cups family. Ten of Cups, that's everything that you could possibly want. So there might be a father figure in your life, whether it's the father of your child or your own father, or just someone who carries paternal energy, who's very satisfying to you. And I see that going well. Or you are that person and you're really stepping into that role, Pisces. We have the Two of Wands, Dominion. So there could be some changes coming up in your home life. That is to be expected. I have a feeling that it's something that you'll see coming and you were planning for, but it will be happening soon. In the universal hexagram, that's some true, true love. Do you even know that you have what you have, Pisces? Because I see this in a position where it's there, but it's not being addressed. So are you more in love than you're allowing yourself to be? Are you feeling the love more than you're giving it credit for? In the future position, we have the Ten of Discs and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So we've got the Wealth card in the upright and Swiftness in the reverse. What's going on here? I don't quite know. You know, sometimes it's more about getting things physically off the ground than it is to have your way or express yourself. Sometimes you got to take the money and run. It's just more important that way. Um, and it just depends on what it is. But the Eight of Wands in reverse isn't something you see very often, you know. That's why to me it's saying you don't always have to follow your passions. You don't always have to make quick decisions. Sometimes you can go with a more long-term plan. We have the Five of Discs. I'm sorry, the Five of Cups, disappointment. So once again, check your perspective. This is something that's going to carry throughout your life if you don't take care of it now, where you're just not seeing things with the right perspective. It's not always about being positive. Maybe it's more about being realistic. You don't want to get caught up in your own delusions. You don't want to like try to convince yourself of something that's not true while still also learning the balance of manifesting. It can be very tricky, but you need to find it in you. We have the Four of Wands, completion. So I see this cycle coming to an end in the future, but you need to be careful as to not use this as an excuse to, I don't want to say harm yourself, but if something is over, that doesn't mean that it's your fault that it ended. You don't have to take it out on yourself that something doesn't last forever. This might even be a good thing where you needed this cycle to end. You just weren't ready to let it go when you had to let it go. Two of Discs, change. There will be some changes, and it looks like in your finances, because we're back to the Five of Discs, worry. So how do you go from the 10 of Discs to the 5 of Discs that quickly, Pisces? Bad spending habits. You need to pay attention now and not learn that lesson later. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, oh God, I am not reading y'all that, but what in the heck? Pisces, you want way more. I can tell the Pisces want more. I contemplate if I'm going to end up doing longer readings on here. I feel like I started a little late today. I feel like I'm in such a hurry. I'm tired and But I want to start taking a little more time on these readings and my readings in general. You can catch me on Twitch. We stream live on there as well. We have some really good conversations, and we've been talking very deeply about spirituality over there, because it's been the only topic that is of concern to me in this regard. Okay, we've got Prudence, Eight of Discs, the Sun, Leo energy, the Magus, that fake it till you make it we were just talking about, Prince of Swords, making some moves, and Two of Discs, change. You know, as long as you are happy and you stay true to who you are and you know what you want, you will get it. The Emperor here is in charge. Could be a counterpart for you, Pisces. All right. But I think that's good for now. We're growing. We're getting back up there. Wow, Pisces, I knew y'all wanted more. Knight of Cups would be you. Again, if you don't have everything that you want, then just pretend like you have everything that you want so you can finally get what it is that you want. With this completion comes change, and with that change comes work. You're going to have to put in the efforts of getting what you want by doing what it takes to get those things, period. Okay. Universal hexagram there. All right, Pisces, I think that's good. And that's just going to conclude our readings today. Just a couple quick bonus readings. Thank you again for the high views, and I will see you later this week, maybe weekend, maybe next week, who knows, whenever I pop back by. Thanks so much. Once again, catch me on Twitch at IllyMilly on everything, and I'll see you next time. I love you. Bye.